For the love of bananas, don't throw them out. You can make these delicious banana bread cake pops. We're going to start off by using 1 stick of softened butter, 2/3 of sugar, and whisk it. Well, I tried whisking it, but it didn't work, so I had to swap out to a spatula, which worked just fine. So keep mixing and twirling until your butter becomes thick and creamy like. Then we are going to crack 2 room temperature eggs and whisk it lightly. And then we are going to throw that back into the butter bowl, or the bowl with the butter. And then in a separate bowl, we are going to add our 3 ripe bananas. Then with a fork, we are going to smush, smush, smush until we get kind of like a applesauce consistency. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. And then we're going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and some cinnamon. I added just a little cinnamon just for the fun of it. Then we're going to mix it up and set it aside. Then in a separate bowl, we're going to add 1½ cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt, and give it a good whisk. Then we are going to combine all the ingredients into one bowl. Then after we're going to mix, you can use a stand mixer, but I was too lazy to take it out. It was too late at night. So the spatula is just going to have to do, and honestly, it came out really, really good. And look at the results. This is probably my favorite shot in the entire video. It's gorgeous. And of course, make it look pretty on top and give it a swirl. Then pop it in the oven for about 50 minutes to 350 degrees until your toothpick comes out clean. And then once it has cooled, we're going to cut off all the ugly parts, or you can toss them, eat them, whatever you want to do with it. And then we are going to crumble it with our hands until you get a consistency like this. And then we're going to smush them in our hands, the fun part. And if your crumbs are not sticking together, you can either add some frosting or some cream cheese frosting, I guess, so it can help stick. And then set them in the freezer for about 10 minutes until we work on our chocolate. And then when you're doing this, just dip the sticks into the chocolate first, so that way it helps kind of stick. It works like glue when you're shoving them in the banana bread balls. And then we're going to just sit them up right like this, and then dazzle them with some sprinkles or whatever you want to dazzle them. And here's the results. Hope you guys enjoyed.